So the video cut off. That was a glitch. I apologize about that, but I'm going to pick up where I left off with this example, talking about Frank and his lawn and mowing parts of it and how much is he going to mow on Saturday. So as I was trying to draw before I got cut off on that first video is the actual lawn. We're going to draw a picture of it. And just have that a picture of half of it is already mowed. So let's pretend this part is the mowed part, and this is the unmowed part that he has to still take care of. And on Saturday, he mowed 2/3 of what was left. So it's just this part, and we have to split the entire yard up in 2/3. So that means that this overlap section right here is what we're really concerned about, because he mowed 2/3 of 1/2. If we were not drawing a picture, then we would just take our two fractions, here's our keyword of, and have 1/2 times 2/3. We could multiply this across and have 2 and then 6. As our picture shows, we are having 2 pieces of the total 6. But really, we could do the simplify first trick, and these go down to 1s, and so now we have 1/3. If we were to simplify 2/6, it would then simplify down to 2/3, or to 1/3 as well. So now we're going to do 2 more examples. I'm going to go up in my note sheet because I have a little room on the back of the flap, and hopefully you do as well. So these last 2 examples really just practice that simplify first trick. So again, we're going to write them vertically. So I have 3/8 times 4/15. Now this, again, you have to look at the numerator and denominator of the other factor. So 3 and 15, I'm just going to switch colors out here, do have a common factor of 3. So we're going to think in our head, what is 3 divided by 3? That's what we're thinking. And then we cross out and write a 1, which is the answer. And then we think, what is 15 divided by 3? And we cross out and write the answer 5. Now I'm noticing the 4 and the 8 have a common factor. They do have a common factor of 2, but you want to use the greatest common factor so that you don't have to simplify at the end. You could use 2, you just have to simplify it after. So I'm thinking in my head, the greatest common factor is 4. This is a bad color, let me change colors here. So 8 divided by 4 is what we're thinking, and then we write down the 2. We're thinking in our head 4 divided by 4 and writing down the 1. So now we have 1/2 times 1/5, which is just 1/10 as our final answer. Let's try one last one. This is one where we really see the value of simplifying first. So we have 25/40 being multiplied by 8/100. So I'm going to cross out. Right away I see that 25 and 100 work well together. So I'm thinking, what is the common factor? And it is 25, the greatest one. So 100 divided by 25 is 4. And then this one's easier. 25 divided by 25 is going to be that 1. Now I'm looking and noticing that the 8 and the 40 also have a common factor of 8. So 40 divided by 8, that's what I'm thinking, is 5. And then 8 divided by 8 is 1. You can transition to not writing these clouds out. I'm just showing you on the board on my workspace what is going on in my head. You can definitely just say 100 divided by 25 is 4, and you don't have to write this cloud. So now I'm left with 1/5 and 1/4, which is going to be 1/20. So tomorrow in class, we will be practicing multiplying fractions and fractions and this simplified trick. So I'll see you then.